Hey guys, hope everything is going well. So I wanted to. All right, hey guys, hope everything's going well. I just wanted to do a quick video on the pushback on negative content. I saw a few. I see the Sports Card Radio brothers, Dan the Cardman's on. What's going on, guys? And many others. So the thing is that I saw Bench Clear Media's video last night, and they were talking about how negative content is getting. Yeah, Dan. So I'm getting. I was watching Bench Clear Media, and they were talking about how negative content is getting a lot of the views. Sports Card Radio says, kaboom. Steve Splenda says, negative content is bad for my KD pumping. Yeah. So they're talking about how negative content is getting a lot of views. And I wrote down in the comment section, hey, look, I was doing videos saying that, hey, the Wall Street criminals are getting in. This was in February or March of 2021, right? And I had approximately 150 views on that video, right? People are saying, hey, you're getting all of these views now. They're implying that I'm getting all these views because I'm being negative this, negative that. But ultimately, I have had the same message for the past year and a half. What's good, man? Luke says, what's good? Splenda Sports says, Sports Card Radio, I heard Beta Brad is MIA. Yeah, I guess he's MIA. But yeah, so I've had the same message for the past year and a half. And guess what? People are now beginning to notice as prices have come down. Art Connoisseur says, is it negative content or just reporting actual industry events and concerns? I think it's just reporting it the way it is. I tell people what I think. And ultimately, if people have problems in the way that I think or I express myself, then go to other channels out there. Wheezy says, they're not negative, not you. Yeah, exactly. And by the way, Wheezy Official, if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, you had a really funny reel the other day with the hanky panky. That was pretty creative. I may take a clip of that and put in my YouTube video because it was hilarious. So, yeah, all these people complaining about negative content, where the hell were they a year and a half ago, right? If they were talking about how this type of content is bad now, they should have been talking about how ultra positive content was bad a year and a half ago, where a lot of people have gotten burned, right? And not only that, there are a ridiculous amounts of conflicts of interest out there, right? And now people are beginning to notice this. I think Pancake Analytics just sent me, hey, what's going on, Akil? Pancake Analytics just sent me this Marvel dudes, and they were talking about the obvious conflicts of Golden and PSA. That's good. More people are talking about it, and more people are noticing. And they were also talking about the situation with Heritage Auction and Wada Games. Now, Wada Games, I believe, is now under the Collectors Universe umbrella. So we're looking at all sorts of conflicts out there. And the other conflict, as I've mentioned before, is most likely through the influencer arena, right? People, they want advertisements, so they're going to keep quiet, right? If you keep quiet, you could get endorsement money. Okay, fine, you do your thing. But ultimately, the fingers should not be pointed at individuals who are the watchdogs, right? So Nat Turner today, and I'm going to post a video tomorrow, and I'll probably post this IG Live in the coming days. Steve says, we need to face the truth. Our hobby was hijacked by shady inside traders, aka influencers, and bad practicing corporations. remember, investor's mindset, or as someone that we know says, it's the collector's mindset. I think you'll know who I'm talking about. But anyways, we have all these guys saying, even Nat Turner, he was pointing the finger, what I think, at Dan the Card Man, saying that, hey, you know what, internet grading is not the way to do it. You need to see it in hand, right? But if you look at this, guess what? There are altered cards out there. And these altered cards, PSA is not going to even look at, or potential altered cards. So that's a huge, huge, huge problem that will not be addressed. And the thing with PSA, I've mentioned that they have many individuals on YouTube, or they have a few individuals, right? There's She Collects Cards, there's the Card Ladder people. Steve says, how dare us present questions, the mighty Nat Turner. Exactly. There's what? Like I said, She Collects Cards, Card Ladder. There's Carlos, right? Those are at least 3 people that I believe that are working in some capacity or have some sort of relationship with collectors out there. That's a huge problem. And then also Sunday League Investors, I was told, is advertising for Golden, right? In one of his videos. That's another red flag. So you've gotten all these guys, and let me read what Dan says. We did pretty well spotting that issue in that MJ from the internet, better than their first pass of the card. Yeah, exactly. So we're looking at that, and not only that, I wouldn't be surprised, I'm going to say this carefully, I wouldn't be surprised if card porn, whoever controls that, is being easy on all these guys are collectors, right? So let's see. Any news about Fanatics acquiring Panini? I mean, there's clues that it's already happened. Now I'll wait for the actual announcement, but it's probably going to be happening soon, in my opinion. Cage Lawyer, what's going on? Splenda says, you should read Dan's comments in a soothing Australian accent. No, I'm not good at accents like that. But yeah, and I think Dan is going to be coming on Friday as long as he's not sick. Hope you get well, Dan. But yeah, so we're looking at all of these conflicts, right? A lot of people, they don't want to touch any shift in tone and what card porn is saying. I think it's just flat out ridiculous what's going on with card porn's account. I've been posting here and there. I know it's annoying quite a few people, but ultimately I'm asking questions, right? And if you don't ask questions, right, you won't go anywhere, right? And I've been working with people trying to get more information on this card porn situation. And, you know, speaking of Pancake, what's going on, man? Yeah, so ultimately, I think anyone that's doing content and you don't want to get sponsors, you should definitely be asking questions. You should be trying to find out where all this hanky-panky is going on. Because the thing is, if you don't put pressure on them, then, hey, what's going on, Tom? If you do not put any pressure on these guys, guess what? You're going to have a lot more hanky-panky going on. Cage Lawyer says, I took a Kit Kat in the shower and it got soggy. I don't get it. This is what Hobby Shark talks about. Apparently, he believes that Kenny G likes Kit Kats. I think that's what it's all about. So, what's the inside joke with Kit Kats? You have to ask Hobby Shark. I just, basically played along with what he was saying in his IG Reels. But yeah, apparently Hobby Shark has a lot more inside information regarding all of this. And that's something I'm going to definitely talk to him to see what other information that he has. I mean, I've picked up quite a few. And the last few things about card porn, it appears that they're connected to this other IG channel, Food Porn. And then there's other companies involved with it. There's another IG account handle which I believe may be connected to these two. It's called, I think, Street Art Global or Global Street Art, one of those two. In addition to that, then the same person running it, I'm not going to dox the guy's name, but this dude, I believe, is running this, I think it's an influencer marketing company. I think it's called Gloss. And then the people that follow all these accounts, I've noticed that Ken Golden is following some of these accounts. So I would not be surprised. Here's some tinfoil hat stuff. I'm going to do probably a deeper dive in a YouTube video where would not be surprised if someone from Collectors, be it Ken Golden, Nat Turner, has worked with Gloss to try to improve its marketing techniques and potentially be working with card porn, right? Once again, no one's going to admit this, but this is what I believe is going on. And a lot of people, they don't want to touch this. Yeah, exactly. Splenda says tinfoil hat time. You know, a lot of people says, oh, you need receipts, you need receipts. I'm analyzing behavior, and the behavior with the limited information that I have, it seems really, really bizarre. And this is, you know, when I was talking about the pump and dumps out there. Where's Drake? Drake? So the thing is, good question, Cage Lawyer. Drake was in that, oh yeah, by the way, Detroit, pest control, what's going on, man? Regarding Drake, I saw this card porn video where they're opening the box of cards. This was earlier this year in March or April, I believe. And what happened was, it was asked, how did you find all this information about sports cards? And Drake was saying, hey, I looked at your videos where you're basically crapping on someone on TikTok. So Drake apparently found out more about cards through card porn. And Drake, I believe, is following this one account of potentially card porn or someone associated with it, and it's like Global Street Art, or I have to look at it again. Let's see this. Splenda Sports says, did Drake buy that triple logo man he was so desperately hinting for? I don't know who bought that, to be honest. Sports Card Radio says, don't need receipts, just need to convince people you have them. Laugh out loud. Exactly. And that's where I need to improve on. Exactly. But yeah, in regards to Drake, he follows, I believe, this one account. I think it's Global Street Art. I think Pancake Analytics, you're in the chat. You may remember out the top of your head. It's just one of those accounts. It has 16 million followers, right? Or something like that. Something big. And when card porn was coming after me, they were saying that, hey, we knew Drake beforehand, right? Steve Splenda says, we need those Paul Pelosi receipts. Oh, boy. I don't know. Was there like some video cam of that? I just heard about that recently. That story is crazy, man. Just like in the real world, you don't need to show receipts. I mean, if you could observe weird behavior of hanky-panky, you don't need it. But, you know, a lot of people still need some hardcore evidence before they get convinced. Even if you show them evidence, they'll still deny it. I mean, that's the society we're living in today. So, yeah, it seems that Drake knows card porn because of the TikTok, but are they working some sort of business relationship? That's what I'm wondering. Let's look at some more comments. Cardboard thinks SCR has 19,000 Proud Boy followers. Where did that come from? Let's see. Looking at the comments here. Paul getting a little nookie. Wizzy official says, if Kevin doesn't have a piece of card porn or work with them in any way, I don't know why I'm having trouble reading this, then the sky isn't blue and the grass isn't green. Yeah, so something weird like that. Steve says supposedly Paul was engaging in some hankus pankus. I think it's much worse than hankus pankus. I don't know, something with hammers. Hey, AIH and everyone in the chat. Hope everyone is well this evening. Yes, the collector. What's going on? With these comments, I'm bound to get a $50,000 front from Whatnot. Here's some tinfoil hat. Did they... No, I'm not going to say that. I think that would just sound insane. Did they even get that money? I think they did. JPG Collectibles, stop being negative. Don't hold us accountable of the shady blank we're doing. Hashtag great urinator. Yeah, maybe I'll add this on this. So Curator had a live stream last night. And I think Merle brought up AIH, me, and then Card Porn. And then he talked a little bit about me and, me commenting on his YouTube channel with my other account where I'm not blocked. And then he went on a rant on Sports Card Radio for about 10, 15 minutes. I'm like, wow. He didn't like it that he was on the YouTube page. I think it was the community post that they left. And then I think he kept on going after Colin, I believe. I don't know. It was just interesting. But they said that they won't talk about it. He won't talk about it, but he still did. It is weird. Maybe the last comment. Steve says, living rent-free in that man's head. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's going to be quite interesting, guys. So, yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Any content creators out there, don't be afraid to ask questions. You need to ask the tough questions because the Go Along, Get Along gang will not ask those questions at all because they don't want to be ostracized. That's the name of the game. I don't care. I tell you what I think, and that is all about it. Dan says he ranted on because he wants attention. He wants them to talk about him. Here's a conspiracy. He wants Sports Card Radio to talk about him to get more followers. Is that what it is? I don't know. Maybe not. Cage Lawyer says that dude's all about PMG. Pump more garbage. He's on to, I think it's Pixar now. Someone sent me a message about that. So now that more people are aware of these scams and pumps, what have you seen from these likes or the people to keep the scams going? Or has everyone been quiet or left the hobby, a.k.a. Drake? I mean, Drake I don't think was engaging in fraud, but there are a lot of people that are engaged in hanky-panky. The ones that are engaged in hanky-panky, they're quiet. Or people's content has changed. Now they're being more objective, right? Which is fine. I think to be objective, you should have been objective when prices were sky high. Splendid Sports Cards, he's the definition of cringe. There are definitely cringe characters in this hobby. There's probably a lot more that we haven't seen, or that we haven't seen so far. King Horn says he deleted my comment about him selling modern inflated prices to the community bag holding them. Yeah, I don't know what's up with deleting comments as much. I mean, I delete spam that's in my live streams, but it is what it is, guys. But anyways, guys, thanks for joining. Probably do a live stream Friday night. I'll be posting videos here and there, and I'll talk to you later, guys. Thank you. Bye.